is that we all get it. Don't give in to the pain, just keep living, cause
got dreams I'm striving for. So I'm gonna live higher. I'm gonna live higher. I got dreams I'm striving.
What's up, guys? It's Toby Rosario, and in today's video I wanted to talk about bandit signs, where you could get them, where you should be putting them, kind of what they look like, what kind of copyright you should be putting on them. But before I get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. That way you get notified whenever I post a new video. Also, don't forget to give this video a like. It does help with the algorithm. But we'll go ahead and get started. So let me just kind of show you guys what it looks like. So it's a very basic sign. We buy houses cash. Hopefully you can't read the number. And then it also has a stake. So what I recommend doing is, so I have about 600 bandit signs that in the warehouse that I had storage, and I completely forgot about them. So I was reminded that I have those just sitting in the warehouse. So I'm going to be putting out those signs in the next couple of weeks. I'm just going to get rid of them because they're just collecting dust in the storage unit. But where you want to get them is the cheapest place I found was dirtcheapsigns.com. I'll have the links below. Dirtcheapsigns.com. And if you really want to save some money, they end up being about, if I'm not, obviously the more you order, the less. The more you order, the more you're gonna save, right? Because you're buying in bulk. But they end up being about $1, I think $1.25 maybe each. These are 18 by 24 signs. So what you can do is buy this dimension, 18 by 24, and then you cut them in half. They're gonna be, so it's about half. Let me show you guys. So that'll be, you cut that in half, right? And then you'll have 2 bandit signs. So if you order 50 of the 18 by 24, you'll have 100 bandit signs. They'll be a lot smaller, and then you can get you can just staple them onto the wooden poles. So where you want to be putting these signs at, you obviously want to be putting them where there's a lot of traffic, right? Not only that, but a place where people have to stop, right? So I like near a red light, a stop sign, very popular intersection where there's a lot of traffic going on. You could put them on the stop sign. Home Depot, Walmart, places like that, right? So Walmart's a great place because there's a lot of people that come in and out. There's a lot of traffic there. The malls, and here's why bandit signs are good, because you can also use them to find cash buyers. What you'll do is put up a ghost ad. You'll put 3-bedroom, 1-bath, house for sale, cash buyers only, and you put the price, right? Whatever that is. And then you put your phone number. You got to be using, obviously, either a Google Voice or a call rail number. But what you want to do is, as far as the copyright, honestly, you can get creative, but you could keep it simple, right? We buy houses cash, right? We buy houses cash, any condition, any location, phone number. I buy houses. John buy houses. Toby buy houses. You could get creative and say, whatever message you want, right? It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's the same message. You're gonna be buying houses cash. Now, they do get a lot of calls. You just have to be consistent, right? You can't expect to put 10 bandit signs and then expect, you could get a deal from that, right? Actually, that was my first deal ever. I got it from a bandit sign, and it was only I only put 25 up. But the point is, you just have to be consistent. I had these laying in the storage unit. I have about 500-600, if I remember correctly, in my count, and I'm going to be putting up consistently every weekend, 50 to 60 every weekend until they're gone. You're going to get a lot of calls. They obviously go straight to voicemail. What else? If you just try to call them back as quickly as you can, because they're going to voicemail. And also be aware of, so what I like to do is I like to do it Friday nights, right? Or Saturday morning, like at 4 in the morning, where nobody's out, there's less traffic, you can knock them out. And then there's people that actually pick them up Sunday afternoon, because so the code enforcement people don't pick them up because they're obviously illegal. But I don't like to do that. I like to leave them. I just like to leave them, and if the code enforcement takes them, they take them. But usually if they're gone, they'll be gone midweek, so I get a couple extra days. If you're on a budget and you're really tight on budget, you can go ahead and pick them up where you pick them up. I'm sorry, where you put the stake in them. The stakes, I forget how much they cost, but you can get them at dirt cheap times as well. I got them as well. Use the yellow one. Use the yellow bandit signs. They stand out more. Use the black ink, or you could do white and black, blue ink. They stand out as well. You want it, handwrite works better. If you don't want to go to that, you can obviously get it printed on that website, but that's essentially it. You can put them up Friday night, like at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, and then let them go to the weekend, and pick them up in the weekend, or you could just let them go, and then whatever the code enforcements, whatever they do. Just be careful. Now, I've heard some stories of some code enforcements pretending to be a seller. That hasn't happened to me. Pretending to be a seller, and then even going as far as meeting up with the wholesaler and then getting them a fine. Obviously, you know, just want to probe them a little bit, ask them questions and things like that, but don't be too worried about that. I don't want to scare you off. Bandit signs work. That's how I got my first deal. I got a couple deals from Bandit signs. So you just have to be consistent, especially if you're not on a tight budget. They definitely work. Now, some metropolitan cities is going to be really hard to do that, so but they do work. In most cities they work. You just have to be careful because obviously they're illegal and you get fined, so you want to use an untraceable number. Don't forget to subscribe. That's my time. My name's Toby Rosario. Peace.